Welcome back to episode B. We're just working a little bit on upgrading some machines here to give us a little bit more power. Now that should hold a lot more power, and this should move quicker, which means that this should start backlogging. Except I don't know where that rosin ball went. Why are we not seeing any rosin balls in the steam dynamo? Is it like it doesn't always make one? Well, we're backfilling tree oil over here. Rosin ball. No rosin ball. Huh. Okay. How are these guys doing? They're all... Okay, not all of them, but some of them are backed up. Extracts fluid from trees, uses fertilizer to boost production. Not every tree will be productive. So not all of these are backfilling. Well, I guess maybe they are. To an extent. It seems to be like there's always a little bit there. This one, though, doesn't seem to always be getting the rosin ball, because this doesn't seem to always be producing a rosin ball. What augmentations can we put in there? So, let's look up augments. So for fractioning still, is there one for the fractioning still? Energetic infusers, fractioning still. Allows for potions to be refined. No, that's not what we want. Greatly increases conversion efficiency for fossil fuels. Don't know if that's what we want. I mean, it might be. No, it's not what we want. So we're going to want a couple of these. We're going to want two of these. I want to put one here and one there. Speed. It increases speed, but it uses more power. And we're going to want this one too. Alright, so let's... I want two of these per. So I'm going to need 4. So we say 1, 2 there, 2 there, and then want 4 of these. Just because I want the fractioning still to move quicker. But we might run out of rosin if we do that, so we got to be kind of careful. Alright, so one of those there, one of those there. Alright. And then all 4 of these here. So this, yeah, see, it runs fuel, it runs through this faster. This may not be able to keep up. We should back, oops. We should end up with a backlog though. Once Alright, so I think that this is already full of tree oil. Once this is full of rosin balls, it should back up. In the meantime, we can take 2 of these out. No, 3 of these out. I want this to... Okay, so we'll take them all out. Holy crap. We have to let these catch up. And these aren't augmented. Capable of 360. Both of them are capable of 360. Backstock, not, because it's waiting on this to come back up. I think it takes 1,000 per operation. I don't remember what this one was. I remember what that one was now. Now once this gets up and running well, supposedly we can it says fertilizer, right? Is that bone meal as the fertilizer? I have 8 of them, so let's see what we can do here. That's not it. Said fertilizer, but that's Botania fertilizer. Forestry. Actually additions. Forestry. Sewage composter makes fertilizer. Well, maybe that's not what we're looking for. Just let these catch back up. Because this is powered. So it's not, you know, right now it's working because look at this. Tree oil is at 4,000. It's just this one's not running much because we're waiting on this to catch up. And it doesn't produce a rosin every time. 50% of the time it produces rosin. How can we change that? Not with that. And not with that. Okay. So 50% we get a rosin ball. Crude oil, we get tar. What is tar used for? Can we put that in there? We can. Huh, okay. But it's a 50% too, right? Yeah, 50%, 50%. Naphtha, tree oil. Naphtha in a compression dynamo gives us 1,000,000 RF per 1,000. That's different. So gotta wait for this to back up again. Let's let everything get backed up a little bit. We're not going to lose power yet. Not as long as this has tree oil. It's capable of 360 RF per tick. This one's holding 31,000. Yeah. Let's let this backfill. Eight. Extractors pushing into it. Hmm. 200 resin to hopefully make a rosin. Okay. And that's got 600 in it. We'll let it run. Oh, it might be too fast for these as it is. Wonder if we should plan another set. Push into it again. What do you guys think? Alright, let's go back to the fraction. No. Arboreal extractors. Let's make 8 more. Eight of those. $16 of those. Eight of those to make 8 of these. To Make 8 of these. Alright, so there, 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 there. To make sure everything is coming out the top. Okay. So extract always active. Wonder how many spruce trees we would need in order to be able to run that as fast as we can. Now, did this fill back up? No, but it's not as bad as far as stuff leaving it, right? You know, both of these are supplying it, so it should be staying about even. Or so. Down one, up one. So with this at resonant, it takes, I mean, it uses quite a bit. But these pick up, 100 every so often, right? Doesn't actually show me what it does. Is there a thermal expansion book? Tome of Knowledge. Oh, okay. Yeah, we've already got one of those. I was like, what is that? Never mind, we've got one. So, thermal expansion, thermal foundation. Forged lexicon, okay. And that's in the Akashic Tome, which we have. So this got down to 100 again. So maybe 16 is not enough. Maybe we need to build another tree and see if 8 by 324 is enough. Let's try that. That might not be far enough apart, but we'll see. While we're waiting for that to grow, to make our other 8 of these. And it grew. Good. Nobody's drawn anything yet. This is supposed to be an infinite power source, but it's kind of not working like I wanted it to. Extract always active. It has 200 in it. So this should, or fractioning still should be filling up. Now I've got 24 pushing into it. See, this should be a constant process as well. It's still making power. We're backfilling the tree oil. This is still drawing power, kind of making drawing power. And it looks like we might actually be getting a surplus on resin. With 24 of them running. those back. Yeah, see, we're not using as much as we're making now. We're not, our surplus isn't huge, but we're definitely not using everything we're making at this point. I wonder how many ticks before this fills back up. And when it fills up, does it come from all of them at once? So once this is full, I bet that stops. Once that stops, I bet we end up with a recursive, or we end up with more resin. Because you can see it keeps filling back up. Maybe not as quickly as I would have liked, but it does keep filling back up. This shows as an early game source of power. Huh. We need something better power-wise. So I would really appreciate it if one of you guys know a great way of making lots of power quickly with not a lot of effort, and it's renewable. You know, I haven't really looked at solar, have I? Solar only works during the day, though. Only during the midday. But nuclear solar, we've already looked at that, haven't we? Actually, addition solar panel, 8 CF per tick. Advanced rocketry solar panel, doesn't show. Okay, so that's basic solar panel, advanced solar panel, solarium. Other solar panels. An EV solar array makes 16 million, no. 16K FE per day. How about these guys? What do these guys make? $80K RF. With little loss to produce energy. How about these guys? 5 RF per tick constantly during daytime. 20 RF per tick. 80 RF, but that's depleted uranium. 320 RF per tick during daytime. Now we made some solar panels for use in a tinker's table. Alright, we'll be right back. That's the end of 85B.